Okay, friends, here we are. It's now or never. After a few disastrous videos the other day, I am back with some very much appreciated encouragement from several people that I did on a Facebook post and a garden group, and then also from my friend Amanda at She's a Mad Gardener. But we're going to start off in the front yard today. It is very much a work in progress. This I actually bought this house 3 years ago to be an Airbnb, and the house was gutted uh, down to the studs a few years ago. Well, it took a couple of years actually for to get everything done. There's my front porch with a chewy box and a whole bunch of projects. But house is finished and it's time to work on the garden. I started a couple of years ago as the renovations started to slow down, and I'll just take you on a quick walk through of everything in the front yard. We actually got a rainstorm. I think it was Easter, maybe the day before. That was pretty bad and it dumped. So there's lots of sand on everything. This is Cakes, by the way. I don't know if everybody knows, but I have several dogs. I have five. This is Buddy, Ruffles, Cakes, Livy, and my little bad Doxy Mix is somewhere. And oh, there she is down the side of the house. Anyway, okay, we'll get started on the garden tour. So this is actually the left side of the front yard. I've got lamb's ear, some hellebore, thanks to Nicholson Hardy in Dallas. I've got peonies in here, which yes, they probably do need more sun, but they will actually get it because this is kind of the east side of the house. And then as we go, the sun actually sets over in this corner of the house. And if I'm going too fast, I'm sorry. I'm going to work on that. I also have some penstemon over here, and gosh, I wish I could remember the variety. I know it's a proven winner's variety. Can't remember the name, but it's got kind of lavendery blooms, dark foliage, and I will eventually move that out of this bed. There's also some orange daylilies kind of back against the fence. Those are just going to come out because they're just kind of not my color palette. I've got peach is more my thing, and to be honest, I'm not really a fan of daylilies. Here's some of the peonies that got beat up in the rainstorm. I've had these for a few years, transported them out from my Dallas house, which had a very small yard, and now I've got 2.3 acres. This is also a few different roses, primarily the two that you see blooming, one right here in front of me, and then one in kind of the top right corner of the screen. That's an heirloom rose. And then this one was actually mislabeled. She's Florentina, is what I have come to learn. Nothing's blooming yet because we still have cold mornings out here. Uh, I've got lots of proven winners out in this garden just because it is a new garden. I wanted to do some repeats and wanted to be able to find varieties that I could source more of as budget allows. And we actually did quite a lot of smart shopping. This Dianthus too, Lowe's had it on sale for 99 cents, so we're going to see how that does as well. So I've got some pots. I don't know if most of you, well, probably nobody knows this, but I'm actually a florist. Amanda and I have known each other for several years, and she used to work for me, but we met years ago when she had her own business in floral, and we've just kind of done projects. And then as COVID hit, we became massive gardeners. We were trapped at home, kind of like everybody else. You can see this day bed I actually found on Facebook Marketplace recently. I totally scored it for $100, and some of the new things. I'm gonna have to step over the fence. This is gonna be kind of difficult holding a screen still. But we went shopping at Homegrown 380, and this is some of the petunias, same ones I bought Amanda, but she actually had a mutation where it's just solid purple. And I bought the ones that had the yellow variegation. It's kind of like a limey green, to be honest. This is new planting left over from some events that I had. But there's Pentas, Veronica. It's a proven winner's dahlia. And I actually have some Costco clematis that I'm going to plant on all four corners of this. And that's going to be my sunshade for it. So then you'll kind of be sitting under a canopy of clematis instead. These are some of the dahlias that Amanda started for me. You've got it. Well, I don't know if you can tell. I've got sandy soil, and it does not drain super great. So I've been adding. Is this G&B? Yeah, G&B Harvest Supreme, which they tell me has this kind of compost. It's got chicken manure in it. All good things. I've got some hydrangeas. These are actually panicles. There's 2 out of the 3 dahlias here. This sad one, kind of at the bottom of the screen, is actually Labyrinth, and he's not real happy because of all the rain we got, but I cut him back some. I need to come back a little more, and I think he's going to recover after all the rain. So all the trees also that you see are new. The fence is obviously newish. It's been in for maybe not a year, but something, and I've still got to finish staining it. But I don't actually get to spend a whole lot of time out here, so that's why it's such a work in progress. As you can see, I've got some Super Tunia jazzberries planted. There's some Alstroemeria. These are actually some of the snapdragons Amanda started for me. And then I've got salvias. Ruffles is very attached to her mommy, and she doesn't like for me to be away from her. So we're going to hop right back over the fence because otherwise she will throw a fit. I've tried to outlast her. It doesn't work. This is also a teddy bear magnolia evergreen. I don't really love the neighbor's workers gate across the fence, so I've started to plant evergreens. The teddy bears get about 16 to 20 foot tall and 8 to 10 foot wide, so they will make a nice screen. That's actually a Hinoki cypress too. Let me see if I can zoom in there. This guy's Hinoki cypress, and I think he's going to get about 8 to 10 foot tall. Oh, I thought I heard some of the neighbor's cows. This one, the white Veronica, is also left over from an event. So is the Heuchera. That's a proven winner's variety. This is all newly planted. Check out the tag on that one. Dressed up evening gown, which they should get significantly larger. They were actually huge, and I cut a bunch of the leaves off for dark foliage for an event, but I fell in love with it because of the bloom stalks. So pretty. And I've actually got some Astilbe. These are Astilbe I did from Bare Root. Oh, let me zoom out so y'all actually have better views. Well, not working, huh? Anyway, these are Astilbe. They'll come up and be lovely. I've got, this is a Coco Loco rose tree right there. And then this is actually a Persuasion rose. It's a florist rose, which was on the struggle bus last year. So I'm hoping it kind of makes a recovery. We'll see how it does. I'm expecting a super hot summer. So we'll see. I don't mind that it's in a little bit of shade. There's more hydrangea over here. Go a little slow. Hydrangeas. Amanda and I got those on clearance several years ago from Walton's Garden Nursery. And I just dug them up out of my Dallas yard and brought them out here. There's more Astilbe. This is actually a Veronica right here too. And then we've got Ruby Falls Redbud in the left corner. We've got Waterberry Blue Veronica as a ground cover, which I absolutely love. Love. We're going to be getting a lot more of that. This is, gosh, let's see, Rockin' something. Hang on, let me see if I can hold this still and get this tag. Yeah, Rockapuco Wisteria. Love the color. As most of you may know, I'm a big lavender purple person. Like blues, dark foliages, all of that. And these are some of my Poseidon roses. One that has croaked, and then one that has not woken up from dormancy. We'll fix that later. Let's try and get back out of the yard. Maybe on the next garden too, I'll leave open a couple of fences so I can walk in and out easier. Also newly planted from an event, Jack of Diamonds Brunera. Hi, Libby. We've got green spire euonymus over here. That's supposed to only get 1 to 2 foot wide, be about 8 to 10 foot tall. I usually do it. I need to block the dogs from seeing people across the way or across the road, people walking. They kind of flip out at all that. I've had a different tree here, but this one now is Royal Raindrops Crabapple, which I love this one. It should be great shade for some of the west facing sun that comes out. Got white salvia that were planted last year, multi-blue clematis that are planted on the front fence. I had tomatoes and stuff here last year. You can kind of see in the back. Oh, going a little too fast. I've got tomatoes in amongst those yellow marigolds. And then the 3 roses in the back left corner, they are Lilac Veil. The 3 teeny tiny ones, not performing well, are Love Song, which supposedly they only get 2 by 2 here. We'll see. These are 3 Classic Women. Everybody else's roses are blooming, but since I'm semi-East Texas, it's still a little bit cooler in the mornings here. Not much is doing it. I've got some peppers planted, pineapple sage. I've got an Ashley rose and a Queen of Elegance. The one in the upright cage or tomato cage is Ashley, and the pink one that's actually blooming is Queen of Elegance. Then right there on the fence corner or the porch corner, that's Lavender Crush. So hopefully we'll start seeing some blooms. This is also Artist Blue, which has amazing color. I like super colorful gardens. It's not letting me zoom out. But this is Artist Blue mixed with a new one that I just got from North Haven Gardens. I only picked up 3 just because I have a lot. Let's see if we can zoom out some. Nope, still not letting me. How do we do this? I'm sorry for the shaky camera. It's just going to happen. I don't know how to edit yet, so we're going to get there. But there's also some dahlias coming up, some agastache. The peach and the lavender snapdragons are actually seeded by Amanda. I planted those. Ooh, I have to sneeze. Sorry about that. We've got some pansies. I believe they're matrix blue. More dahlias. Honestly, I don't remember what roses these are. I think they're either Notre Dame or Montmartre, kind of in the front corner. This is really hating me how it doesn't want to zoom out for me. But you see. So this is actually part of my acreage too. I'll go up over the fence. Let's walk back over here real fast. This is actually part of my acreage all the way over to the tree line. The gazebo is actually something I had from events. The arches are something from events. And then way off in the corner, I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to see it, I have a triple arch. Yeah, you can't see it at all. It's in the shade too much, but it is kind of right there in the back corner. Had that custom made for a wedding and haven't rented it out since, so I thought it would be stunning to come out here and grow floral on that. And here's kind of the rest of the property. Maybe not the backyard, but you'll get the gist. Okay, we're going to circle back around. Don't think there's much else. Well, I take that back. There's this front right corner of the house that is got a window box. I've got strawberries, kufia, some sort of cascading coleus, potato vine, Dahlias, you'll see one. Oh gosh, you just can't see it with the sun at all, huh? Let's try and get in the shade a little bit. Geraniums. There's the dahlias. That side is doing fantastic. This side is suffering kind of from the deluge of water also. And then I've got more lilac lace roses that we'll plant up here in the front. Anyway, I think that's my garden. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Let's take that back and we will go kind of down the side a little bit. This is a side alley. Still nothing is finished painting over here. Got a ton of hellebore. They're all different mixed varieties. They'll still be about to bloom. Hostas. See, I think we've got columbine down here. Got one columbine. There's a fuchsia. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. She's about to bloom. See little tiny buds on her. And then more hellebore, some hydrangea, and a couple of hanging baskets. Anyway, I'll let y'all go. Let me know how I can improve. Like I said, this is all a learning project for me, and I'd appreciate your feedback. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.